Good morning, everybody, and welcome to English 1 Summer Online Course. In case you didn't notice, it is a completely online course, and there are no scheduled meetings face-to-face or online. You just access the course materials on Canvas and submit them when you're ready. To access the class on Canvas, you just go to lbcc.edu, and you will see the Canvas shell right here in the upper left. And once you log in, you'll just go to Canvas and log in using your username and password. It should be your student ID. And for those of you who are new, your first time, I believe it's your date of birth. And then you can change it to whatever password you want. You just locate our class, which is 50844. Your dashboard will probably look different than mine. And that will put you right into the classroom. The home screen is the syllabus, and I would advise you to go ahead and take some time to scroll through the syllabus. The main things I want to point out to you is course communication, right? That announcements are posted through your email, so make sure when you log into your My LBCC account to check your correct email and make sure you're receiving emails from me, and check mark that little box that says this is the primary email you want to have used. And if you need to email me, my email address is right here, bhaney@lbcc.edu. You should write it down now. A few other things, since there's no office hours, if you need to meet with me, what we can do is schedule a Zoom meeting, and you just get to Zoom by typing in zoom.us. It's free, and I will provide you an ID number and password, and you'll just Zoom face-to-face with me that way if you have questions for office hours. These are the required books. They Say, I Say with Readings 4th edition and Hackers Rules for Writers 9th edition. The earlier editions have different readings and different page numbers, and my students who have attempted to use them in the past were very frustrated, so please get these books. You can get them online from barnesandnoble.com or from the bookstore at Long Beach City College. I've also had students get a lot of success with overnight shipping on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime, and on eBay I've even seen the books for like $4. Course participation is done through responding to discussion questions. Discussion questions will go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, hopefully by 5 p.m. I've already submitted discussion questions for tonight's reading, and after tonight, each one of you will be assigned once to create 20 questions, 10 from Graphs They Say, I Say, and 10 from Hackers Rules for Writers. And participation is 9% of the grade. 1/3 of that is for the one time you are assigned to create those 20 questions, and the remaining 6% is for the 22 sets that go out over the course of the semester. Let's see, obviously you already know classes online. Look at the important dates on the calendar. There's weekly assignments. Some of them are daily. So each week what you're going to kind of do is basically read the readings from Hackers Rules for Writers and Graphs They Say, I Say. There will be a set usually of about 20 discussion questions to answer and submit on Canvas. The discussion questions go out at 5 p.m. and are due the next day by 11:59 p.m., so just before midnight. Each Monday, I'm going to try to submit short essays for each week's work, or essays. I'm going to try to keep them short. This one's already kind of long. And read through the assignment. By Tuesday, you will submit your first rough draft of 5 paragraphs and participate in answering the self-review questions. Keep in mind that the rough draft is not worth points, but you do need to submit it to get points on the self-review. And then on Wednesday, your second typed draft of 8 paragraphs is due. It is due by 8 in the morning, but you can, of course, submit it on Monday, right? And Peer reviews are assigned by Canvas around noon, and you need to read the other student's essay and answer the assigned peer review questions to get points, and submit the peer review responses by 11:59. And then on Thursday, a journal response is due by 11:59, and your final draft is also due Thursday by 11:59 p.m. There's also grammar quizzes every Monday, and preparatory work for Essay 5, the research paper, due also on Mondays. Here is the class participation, the only thing you probably really care about. There's 6 journals, 1 for each essay. You want to write about 200 words per journal. That's 60 points. There's 6 self-reviews and 6 peer reviews for a total of 12. Those are 10 points each for a total of 120 points. There's 6 grammar quizzes on Canvas that are due Mondays. Those are 10 points each for a total of 60 points. There's 2 timed essays on Canvas that you have 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete. They are 120 words each, and they are 100 points each for a total of 200 points. The final exam essay is also a timed essay, also 120 words and also 100 points. There are 2 out-of-class essays that are 1,200 words each as well, 100 points each for a total of 200 points. Preparatory work for the research paper, which is a library assignment, a research proposal, note cards, and what we call 4 pages. They are 10 points each for a total of 40 points. The research paper itself, I don't know why I say 8 to 10 pages. It's about 2,000 words, 20 paragraphs, 130 points. And the daily discussion questions, there's 22 sets of discussion questions, and they are 60 points total for those 22 sets. And of course, the one time that you write the questions at 30 points, so a total of 90 points, which adds up to 1,000. Your letter grade percentage, anything 90 to 100% is an A. There's no A minus or A plus, that's just a straight A. So if you have 900 out of 1,000 points, that's 90 and an A. A B is 80 to 89, a C is 70 to 79, a D is 60 to 69, and an F is 59 and below. You do need a 70% or better to pass. There is additional information on each project under assignments in the navigation bar. I grade based on structure and content, not the number of pages. And there are outlines, so you can make sure you get all of your points. You can always view your grades by clicking grades in the course outline, and always look to make sure the grades are in there so that I got your work. If you ever have a question about a grade, there's something missing, you don't understand why you got the grade you got, always email me, because if you post it in discussions, I might not see it, and I won't be able to fix the grade. There's no attendance since we meet online, but you are required to participate daily. It's just my experience, if you let days go by where you're not participating, you'll turn in assignments late, you won't really understand what you're doing, your assignments won't be done correctly, you won't get a lot of points on it, and it's just my experience that students who let weeks or days go by where they don't participate, they don't pass. Late assignments, I totally accept late assignments. It's always better late than never. It's always better even as, an incomplete assignment that you get even an F on is better than not doing it at all and getting a 0. All assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. With, of course, the exception of when it's your turn to write the discussion questions. And, of course, the rough draft for the peer review for each essay. But they start losing points the minute they're 30 minutes late. So you lose a letter grade. I do require acceptable documentation if you're asking to turn in assignments late for full credit. For example, if you have an emergency. So I do require documentation like a police report, doctor's note, court document. I had a student whose house caught on fire. She was in a housing area where someone's house caught on fire, and then it caught on 3 other houses, and she produced for me the fire marshal's paperwork, and she was able to turn in her work late for full credit. Academic honesty, obviously don't cheat. Don't let your mom log into your Canvas account and do your homework. They're not in the classroom, so they don't understand all the discussions, and sometimes they do it wrong. As I mentioned with the research paper, it's Essay 5. There's a specific order to assignments that will start this week, so I don't just dump a research paper on you in 5 weeks. With the library assignment, right, the research proposal, and note cards in first 4, right? And if you have any special needs, please let me know. And the information to contact DSPS, here is their email, dspsstaff@lbcc.edu. There are phone numbers to call. I'm not sure during COVID if there are people there, but there is an email address and you can register. There's tech support, and there's an email for that, for tech support, std@lbcc.edu. And additional student resources, and this is where I hope you stuck with me for this 10 minutes for the syllabus. Here is a link for library information for research help right here. And then there is online tutoring here if you need help with your essays, and also through the Writing Center on Canvas, right? Here is our 6-week schedule, right? You can see where everything's due, the reading for each night based on page numbers, and when assignments are due. For example, Essay 1 is due Thursday at 11:59, Monday a library assignment's due, that kind of thing. And last thing on the syllabus, deadlines. The deadline to date with a NS for no show or NA for not attending is the census date, which is the 21st. That's the last date to drop with an NA or an NS. The census date's the 22nd, so starting that date, a W will go on the record. And you can get a W, which is nicer than an F, up until July 15th. The last day to use a permit number, if you know a friend is trying to add the class, is also the 21st. And grades are due, I believe, tentatively August 25th. I also have a student acknowledgement here, just saying that you've read the syllabus. And if you have any special needs, please fill it out and let me know. And then, of course, there's a nice little course summary, so you can click on each of these assignments and turn them in. We are almost done here. Thank you for sticking with me. I know this is a little long. The last thing I wanted to go over is course navigation. As you can see here on the left side, once you're in the Canvas course, the home screen is where we are at with the syllabus. I would always navigate using modules right here. And that will give you a schedule for each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These little paper clips are a file, meaning that they are instructions, or in this case, it's a file you can download to keep for the syllabus. The little thing where the icon kind of looks like a paper and pen means that you are submitting an assignment. Here are the instructions for Essay 1. And this is tonight's discussion questions. So go ahead and get that extra credit in, 10 points, just for filling out the student acknowledgement. And then I'm going to go back to modules. Here is the instructions for Essay 1, which I will go over in a separate video because this is already long. And these are the discussion questions for tonight. So you're going to read graphs, they say, I say, pages 1 through 9, and answer these questions. They're fill in the blank. And then the next questions, 7 through 21, are from They Say, I Say, pages 209 to 232. If you do not have the book yet, no panicking, no freaking out, no running out screaming. Remember, there's 22 sets of discussion questions that are worth 60 points. So they're worth about 2.67 points each, which, just in case you're doing the math and dividing everything, it's 0.26% of 1% of your grade. So if you don't have them tomorrow by midnight, no panicking. At least get these questions answered, because I did send links for the reading. This is 3 essays. I have the links for you here. I emailed them, but they are also here in announcements. In case you don't have the books for Monday's essay assignment. Sean Blanda's The Other Side Is Not Dumb, Dana Boyd's Why Is America Self-Segregating, and Michelle Alexander's The New Jim Crow, right? Those are just for tonight's readings. There are several more essays in the assignment, but that will at least help you get a quarter of these discussion questions answered. And then the last set of the questions are from Hacker's Rules for Writers, pages 1 through 2, right, which is the beginning, and pages 358 through 362, which I believe starts at chapter 50. It's skipping the section on grammar, which we will go over in a separate assignment. I don't want to have you duplicate anything twice. After today, when it's your turn to write discussion questions, you can just navigate to discussions, and I'll give more detailed information later, but when it's your turn to write the questions, you will just submit your questions on this page. That is it for the syllabus. Thanks for sticking with me. Please get that student acknowledgement in. It is 10 extra credit points. Students always ask, why the Snapchat filters, Professor Haney? It's an inside joke. Once we get to the essay, you'll understand, but essay 4 has an essay about Snapchat.